Hello, we are live. Welcome, welcome. I'm Maxine Drake, and this is Spa Business Tip Tuesday, where I come on every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time to share a spa business tip with you. Because my mission is to inspire greatness and to enhance the financial lives of estheticians worldwide. So welcome. So today's topic is how to increase retail sales in your spa business with one simple strategy. And actually, it's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm actually going to give you two strategies today. So I'm excited about that. First things first, I want to make sure that you can hear me. So if you can type in, hey, hi, Juliana. Okay, so can you hear me okay? If you could just type in yes, that would be great. So I'm so excited to share. I'm going to share two strategies with you. And I really feel like sometimes the best strategies, perfect. Thank you, Juliana. I feel like the best strategies are sometimes the simplest strategies. But before I get into that, I have a couple of announcements. One is next month, I'm actually traveling to 3 cities delivering my Abundant Esthetician workshop. So if you happen to know, or if you live near Salt Lake City, Utah, I'll be there on March 20th. And I will be in the Los Angeles area on March 26th, Sunday. And then I'm also going to be in the San Jose area on March 27th. So I would love to meet you in person. These workshops are incredibly empowering. We really pack a lot in 5 hours, and I cap off there's limited seating, so I cap it off. So please share that. And just welcome. Okay, all right, so a couple questions first. And Juliana, you're going to get your own coaching session here, because until some other people come on live, I'm here for you. So question number 1. What do you wear in your spa right now as far as attire and clothing? If you could answer that and type it into the comment box, that would, yeah, Juliana, she's like, yes, haha. Hey, why not? I'm here for you. You join live, so it's your benefit. So what do you wear in your treatment room right now? You wear scrubs and black dress pants. Okay, great. So have you always worn professional spa wear? And a scrub shirt. Juliana says a scrub shirt. Okay, so that's great. Because here's what I'm finding. So really interesting that I have coached many spas and their team, and just by changing one little thing in their spa, they've increased retail sales by 8% or up to even 14% of some of my solo estheticians. So Juliana, you said no, not always. Used to work in retail and in a commercial setting. So you probably learned the benefits of wearing professional spa wear. So you kind of know where I'm going with this. My first tip is to make sure that you are dressing the part. And you are, I get a lot of kind of feedback a little bit about, lab coats and, they look so stuffy or boring. And I don't think that you need to wear, the ugly white lab coat anymore. I don't think that, unless you like that, I should take that back. But if that's your style, then far out. But I think we've just come a long way. A lot of people are wearing scrubs now, like you had mentioned, Juliana. And I think that, what happens when we are in that professional spa wear is a couple of things happen that I've noticed. For one, let's just back up a minute. Why do people struggle with retail sales? And Juliana and whoever else is on, hello, please say hello and where you're from. That would be great. Just put a little comment in the comment box just so I can know where you're at in the world. But where do you struggle with retail sales? Or do you struggle in retail sales? Or could it be better? And the reason why I'm asking is because what I'm noticing Juliana, hi from sunny Florida. Yay! I have a home in Tampa too. I'll be heading back there in May. I can't wait. So Misty says, I struggle. Okay. And Heather says, hello from California. Hello, Heather. So here's what's interesting in the data that I've collected in the last, couple of years. Hi, Lori. Is that those that wear professional spa wear, it does something different to our confidence level. And why is that? Why do you think that is? I think, okay, look at it like this. When you go shopping and you buy a new outfit and you're wearing it out for the first time, how do you walk around? Right? You walk around, you're like, all of a sudden you're confident. You feel prettier, right? You're like excited to kind of show off your new clothes in a way. So I think it's just a simple switch of finding spa wear that's elegant and makes us feel beautiful. And there's definitely some uniform companies out there, if you will. Some of my favorites, and I even actually have some spa wear right now in my closet, is from Noel Asmar. And I can type in the link for you in the comment section when I'm finished with a live stream. But what ends up happening is it changes our confidence. And so the biggest fall down or the biggest struggle that I hear with retail sales is confidence, right? So just by changing that one thing, all of a sudden, we're standing a little taller. Maybe you wear your power shoes. Well, we want to be comfortable in our treatment room, but you know where I'm going with that. It's like it changes our attitude. Or as my dear friend Becky Keene says, you put on your coat of confidence. And I think there's a lot to that. I think that there's a lot to that. So if you're even wearing scrubs right now and you're maybe like, I'm wearing them, because, that's what's available. What if you stepped it up a notch and really felt empowered by your spa wear that you wear every day? I'll share a secret with you of what I used to wear. I used to wear my Noel Asmar, and I used to wear black yoga pants with them because I wanted to be comfortable. But the yoga pants looked like dress pants in a way. They were flared bottoms, and, I wore comfortable shoes with them. But I almost didn't feel like I could prescribe any kind of retail if I wasn't in my professional wear. Does that sound right or interesting? So so there's definitely, because I couldn't ignore the statistics, especially this one spa that I coached, the entire team was in streetwear, so to speak, and we found spa wear that they all agreed upon. So they all voted and picked the color and the logo and put their name on it. And all of a sudden, retail sales went up. So whether it's by 8% or 14%, we got to pay attention to those increases by just doing that one simple thing. Okay, so that's definitely the one tip for today. Hi, Annette. Lucy has great pants and jackets. This is what Annette says, that almost look like suits. Awesome! Yes, if you actually are wearing something that you love, please put the link in the comment thread here and let's share it and empower one another, because there's lots of companies out there, and some people might not like Noel Asmar. There's a couple of European companies that are fantastic too. So that's definitely tip number one. Who would be willing to kind of change up their spa wear to see if it's shifted your attitude? If you're willing to do that, type in yes, or give me some likes or some hearts, because I think that we got to feel good when we come to work. It's just like if we're, like when we put on a little bit of face or, a little bit of makeup and all those things, it's all part of it. Thank you for the likes and hearts. So here's tip number 2. Be honest. Now I'm going to ask another question. Definitely want your honesty. So what do you use an intake form right now? And part 2 to this question is, do you use that client form every single time that you see your client? That's my big question, and I appreciate the honesty, because here's what I found is that, well, first of all, there's some spas and a lot of resort spas that don't even use client intake forms at all. Okay? And you're probably going, well, where are you going with this, Maxine, as far as what does an intake form have to do with retail sales? Everything. It has everything to do with retail sales, because we're missing some key points on the intake form, and I'm going to tell you what they are. So one is, Heather says yes, Misty says only the first time when they come, Juliana says never. Thank you for your honesty, because I think that, first, there's like the 3-step success rule. First is awareness, right? We have to be aware of kind of what we're doing. And then, we can make better decisions. And then better decisions always lead to a better outcome, right? So starting today, maybe we could shift that up a little bit. And so my point is that I'm hearing these same things. Some aren't using intake forms at all, and others are using them on the first time, and then they never revisit that client form, and then and that just kind of falls away. So here's another tip that I'll definitely invite you to do, and I did this myself in the treatment room. There was something about, as I was a newer esthetician and having my client intake form on my clipboard, and I would kind of crutch that in my arms upon arrival, upon the client arrival, and it was like having this prop in my hand that gave me a sense of security and professionalism, because of course I was in my spa wear. But here's the thing, we're really good about asking questions that pertain to health and skin, because primarily that's what we want to know on the intake form, right? And we're really good about asking those questions. Here's what we're missing. We're missing the marketing questions. Oh yes, we are. And we're missing the sales questions. So you might be saying, well, Maxine, what types of questions are those? And there's a bunch, right? There's a bunch. Like what would you like to happen today? What's going on with your skin today? And I think that when we pull that client card out, every single time we see our client, we're able to record exactly what's going on. Even things that have happened, in their personal life that we can maybe jot a note down to as a memory jogger, because as you build your client list, you're not going to remember all the little details about everybody. And I feel like it's important, and it makes it very personal when we remember these little details. Okay, so that's just another tip too, because what's selling? It's really all relationship. It's all, relationship first. We know this. So the key elements that we're missing on the client form is to use that over and over again. Here's the secret. If you're asking what's going on with your skin today, then you'll be able to address their concerns today. And that goes for whatever treatment plan that you're going to map out for them today. And then that goes for what retail you are going to be prescribing for them to take home. And you're basing it all off of the questions. Someone says, I always take notes. Perfect. That's wonderful. And the thing is that we, if you're falling down on the retail sales, then I feel like you might be not asking enough questions. Does that feel like maybe it's the case? Like maybe we need to dig deeper with those questions and not be so broad or general with our questions. Does that make sense? So what kind of questions could you think of asking to dig a little deeper to uncover their major concerns? Because here's the thing, at the end of the day, yeah, about 70% of people are coming to us for relaxation and relieving stress. That's the truth of the matter. Regardless if we have this, our branding is, oh, I'm results oriented and, you know, I want to do this and this and this for people. I think that's great. But you also want to find out what exactly your client is asking for. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised, especially if you say on, and you ask, what's the reason for your visit today? What's the reason for your visit today? You're going to be pleasantly surprised on that. And so those are my two major tips. And I feel like if we refine those two things, we can at least kickstart. Now there's lots, and I can talk for days on, you know, sales and retail and, you know, boosting sales because I'm so passionate. I love it. Why do we need it? Well, there's only so many hours in the day, right? So if you're falling down on retail sales, this is an area that you want to get a handle on as soon as you can. And just do what it takes to build your confidence. Do what it takes to polish your skills. Do what it takes to learn how to ask the questions and even write them down initially. You know, write them down and create a little cheat sheet for yourself in the treatment room until those just become more natural for you. And, you know, and they will. You know, so it's like creating a little mini system. So I saw that some are willing to try to change up your spa wear and be a little bit more open to dressing the part. I feel like, and of course my mission is to raise the bar and elevate our industry through the power of education, training, and leadership. And I feel like we collectively as a unit, like, you know, in our aesthetics industry as a whole, if we're doing these things together, we are lifting up our industry. So post some pictures and definitely share some links if you have some in mind of some other spa wear companies that you've ordered from in the past. Definitely share those. Let's share those with our colleagues. I'll drop in the link for Noel Asmar. And I hope you got value out of today's Spa Biz Tip Tuesday. Please tune in next Tuesday. I'm actually going to be in Anchorage, Alaska, so I'm going to squeak in a real quick tip next week, probably from my hotel room before I leave for the airport. But I look forward to having you on next week. And as always, thank you so much for tuning in and happy Valentine's Day. Take care.